this particular Indonesian island has one inhabitant that might scare away sunbathing tourists. I'm talking about the island of Komodo, which is home to the world's largest lizard, you guessed it, the Komodo dragon. While these venomous man-eating lizards may be the stuff of nightmares to some, they're actually a tourist attraction. And what's more, the people of the island have to live with these monstrous creatures. So how dangerous are Komodo dragons? What do they eat? Or who? And can they coexist with humans? While Komodo dragons are concentrated on 5 volcanic islands in southeast Indonesia, the most well-known is Komodo. They live everywhere there, from beach to brush to ridgetop. So if you ever decide to visit this dragon-ridden island, it's likely you'll come across one. Though these dragons don't breathe fire, they do have a deadly venomous bite. It's as potent as the inland taipan, one of the world's most venomous snakes that can be found in Western Australia. Combined with their razor-sharp teeth, a Komodo dragon's venom can rapidly drop its victim's blood pressure, accelerate blood loss, and cause infection. Some animals will die quickly, while others may escape an initial attack only to die within 24 hours. Either way, the Komodo dragon will get its meal. While adolescent Komodo dragons tend to feed on rats, birds, and carrion, adult dragons will go after animals as large as pigs, deer, and water buffalo. Sometimes out of desperation, they'll even eat other Komodo dragons. They have a hinge on their lower jaw that allows them to open their mouths extra wide for larger prey. The Komodo dragon's stomach also expands easily and quickly, which means they can ingest and store about 80% of their own body weight in a single meal. And should they feel threatened, they have no problem regurgitating their stomach contents to lighten the load and sprint off when necessary. And yes, in case you're wondering, they can and have eaten humans. There's been a total of 31 recorded attacks and 4 deaths throughout the Komodo National Park, which includes the islands of Komodo, Padar, and Rinca. But despite this apex predator's ability to kill humans, attacks are rare. Typically, humans and Komodo dragons peacefully coexist. Some Komodo residents even consider the dragons family. Most of the time, Komodos avoid people. This is because humans aren't seen as a threat or a preferred food source. On the island of Padar, where Komodo dragons were once plentiful, their population has been decimated. This is due to their main food source, the Timor deer, being poached. In 2014, 3 aggressive dragons were relocated to Rinca after a series of attacks on humans. These attacks were likely caused by their dwindling food sources or the dragon feeling threatened. In reality, humans pose a bigger risk to the dragons than the dragons do to humans. Climate change is the biggest threat to these magnificent reptiles. More specifically, hotter, drier temperatures and rising sea levels. Research from the University of Adelaide and Deakin University found that the already endangered dragons could become extinct on 3 of the 5 islands if increased conservation initiatives are not implemented. Luckily, the Komodo dragons are still thriving in Komodo National Park and are often photographed and observed by visitors on guided tours. Hopefully, they will never become just a myth, like the fictional dragons of Arthurian lore. These dragons we don't want to slay. If you're interested in learning more about Komodo dragons, check out another episode that features these wonderful lizards. Living with humans